But man, that oak is strong. That smells like right up my alley. Like Remus Repeal 7, they started out at 120. Now I'm seeing them for 100. Is this bottle still a buy or a skip, even at 100? Let's find out. Welcome back to another episode of Neat Bourbon. My name's Tanner, and today we got another bottle review for you guys. We got the Remus Repeal 7. Now, the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I bought this bottle right when it came out, got it at MSRP at 120 bucks. And now what I've been kind of looking around online, I'm seeing this bottle is now 100 bucks. And now when I first tried this bottle, I thought it was pretty good, but that was for 120 bucks. But now that you can buy this bottle for 100, does it make it a better value? Not sure. Haven't visited it in a while, but want to go ahead and get a review out here for you guys because I don't have one on the channel yet. And I do also have a sample here from Matt over at Whiskey Wisdom. So if you haven't seen Whiskey Wisdom's channel, go ahead and check it out. He sent me a Remus Gatsby 2022. This is that 15-year-old cask strength that comes in around that 98 proof. I hear that bottle's an absolute heater, and I'm curious if this Remus 7 can compete. Anyways, the Remus 7, ranges from 9 years to 16 years old. It is a blend from MGP, Ross, and Squibb. So the juice does kind of favor that 9-year over the 16. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the nose. Yeah. It's kind of sweet, like not a sweet oak, but I'm getting sweetness and oak. Yeah, like picking up vanilla and some caramel, and then I'm getting like a charry oak note in there, which is pretty nice. Not picking up. There's no like really useful notes. Not that you should get any. This youngest bourbon in here is 9 years, but it just kind of smells light. Not overly robust. Not wildly complex. No real nut, no real fruit in there. More just kind of caramel, vanilla, and some oak. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the palate. Cheers. Let's go and get one more sip. Wow. A lot of those flavors really transfer over to the palate, but some of that sweetness that I was originally getting off the nose of like caramel and vanilla did kind of like transfer over to like a little like hints of fruit there. Again, this bottle is only 100 proof. Yeah, it's not overly strong, but again, yeah, on the nose, I'm not picking up any of that. But yeah, coming to the palate, it started off with a little bit of that vanilla. Then you really do kind of like pick up like that oak presence where like it's drying a little bit on the back end. And in that mid palate where it started out with like the vanilla caramel, the mid palate went over into a little bit of like hints of fruit there. And then like the back, you're picking up some of like that oak presence. I think a lot of that's coming from, a little bit of that older bourbon that's in here. But it is very nice. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think this is pretty good. I mean, it's not a home run by like any means. It's not, like one of the best bottles, I've had all year. But I don't think that this is like a bad blend by any means. I do kind of think around that $100. I think if this bottle would be worth $100. I think $120, which is what I paid for this bottle. I did pay $120. I did kind of think, I was like, I don't know, for 120 bucks, you kind of want a little bit more. I feel like the palate's like relatively thin. When I say thin, I'm not talking about like the viscosity. It does have a medium viscosity. I'm just talking about like the overall like flavor punch and robustness of like that caramel vanilla and like that little bit of like fruitiness twinge on like the mid palate. It just kind of like it kind of leaves you wanting a little bit more, honestly, in my opinion. I'm a huge fan of Sweet Oak. You know, as y'all probably know from like past videos, I'm not really picking up like that profile on this bourbon, but I do think it's pretty good. I think if, you know, again, this is my first Remus bottle that I've owned personally. I think if you haven't had one of these before and you wanted one and you could find it for $100, I don't think you're going to be, you know, really disappointed in it at $100. I probably wouldn't, you know, reach over that. It is good, and I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Just like it's 100 proof, like the flavors are, I just feel like could be a little bit stronger, and maybe it's that 100 proof that's keeping them down. But anyways, not a bad pour, but I think at $100 that'd kind of be where I draw the line. But yeah, let's go ahead and do a little comparison here to the Gatsby. This is the 2022. This I think is around that like 98 proof. This is cask strength, so pretty cool. My first time tasting a sub 100 proof cask strength bottle. Anyways, cheers. This bottle is 15 years old. Oh yeah. And I mean, this is 2 proof points higher. And I mean, the nose on this is like, boom. Wait, and I don't even have that much in here. You know, I don't want to waste all this sample. But yeah, like this, like the nose jumps out of the glass. Where this one seems a little bit more faint. This one's like that lighter vanilla caramel. And this is 15 years. This is coming across with like that rich oak profile. Man, it smells like it's got some sweetness in there. Almost like a little bit of like a red berryness like coming through on the nose. But man, that oak is strong. That smells like right up my alley. Like it smells like it's going to be very sweet. Anyways, let's go ahead and get to the palate. Cheers. Oh, man. Wow. That is good. See, like this is 98 proof, and like that is like a flavor explosion in the mouth. Granted, a lot of that is coming from like that sweet oak profile. I do think you're getting a little bit of the vanilla there, but like that sweet oak is definitely like the predominant, you know, flavor profile there. Man, getting like almost like a little bit of like a blackberry there, like initially, like right when you taste it, you get like that like dark berry note. Man, that is good. Man, I really do like that. My buddy has a whole bottle of this. I haven't had a chance to try his yet, but I mean, I really hope I have an opportunity to see one of these one day, or at least, you know, the 2023 batch, because this is really good. Thank you very much, Matt. Again, yeah, Matt over at Whiskey Wisdom, you know, he's the one that gave me this sample, so thank you so much. This pour really is killer. Anyways, guys, the Remus VII versus the Gatsby. The Gatsby smokes it, in my opinion. Again, this does have a lot of that sweet oak profile, which I am a huge fan of. The oak is way less pronounced in this bottle. The flavors feel very muted. The finish on this is still going. Like I can still taste all of that oak with a little bit of that fruit and vanilla there on the palate. I think this is great. I don't know what the price is on the Gatsby. It might be $200. I'm honestly not sure. I've never seen one. Maybe it's $150 to $200. I don't know. Either way, this does drink like special occasion whiskey to me. This drinks like, you know, just good bourbon. You know, I mean, you're not going to be disappointed with it. But I think this is more of like a, you know, your every Friday night. It's a little bit nicer than your everyday whiskey, in my opinion. But it's not necessarily special occasion whiskey. It's like, you know, Friday night stuff. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this review and comparison today. And as always, if you've enjoyed this video, could you please give me a like? Would you please consider subscribing? And as always, this is Neat Bourbon. My name's Tanner. And pop the bottles and share the pours. And we'll see you in the next one.